Hi, it's Lee here. In this video, this is for the international students who are on OPT or CPT. I get this question so much. The question is, am I not getting the job because I mentioned that I need an H1B visa? So this is a very valid question. So I understand why you're asking this because, sometimes when you say, oh, I need a visa, or like I need visa sponsorship, yes, or yes, I'm looking for an H1B, sometimes the employer comes back with a rejection, or you never hear back from them again. So I want to break down something for you. So just because you answered one question doesn't mean that that one question was a deciding factor in you getting that job or not getting that job. What I will say is this. Imagine Microsoft, right? So Microsoft makes like millions and billions of dollars, right? Would Microsoft ever say, if they really wanted this, I guess Indian engineer, would they say, oh no, we're not going to pay $4,000 to $5,000 over the lifetime of like maybe $1 million that this employee would make? Would they ever say that? Would they nickel and dime this employee just because they needed a sponsorship? No. No, why would they do that? They understand that an employee is going to make them way more money that they're paying that employee. That's why they're employees, right? So similarly, you really want to think about two things. One, is the company willing to sponsor you? So sometimes companies just simply do not have the budget to do so, and that's actually your fault for not doing enough research into it. There are websites, and I will post the link at the bottom. There are websites that show you what companies do visa sponsorship. So it's all out there in the internet. So not to say that a company that hasn't done a visa sponsorship will never sponsor one in the future, but it's a way more likely that a company who has done it before will be able to do it for you, or a company who's sponsored other positions are more likely to sponsor a new position in the company. At least they know what's going on, right? So first I want you to think, is this company able to, sponsor me, or how's the history? Because sometimes recruiters use this as an excuse to make you feel better for not getting the job. And the second thing is, what in your application needs improving. The reason I say is this. Again, a really qualified candidate will not be rejected by a company simply because of their H1B status, because the whole reason why the H1B status existed is because, the foreign nationals have the skills that American workers do not have. So they're looking to bring in new talent that might change their company, or, really explode their growth, or get them more clients or sales, something like that, right? So I want you to think, what is something that you actually said in your resume, something in your interview that's not really up to par? I mean, unfortunately, you do have a higher bar now because, they have to do the 4,000 to 7,000 visa processing. But in the lifetime of an employee and the money that you bring them, 4,000 to 7,000 is like nothing, okay? Especially if you're bringing a skill to the table that's really valuable. So I want you to think about, first, are you selecting the companies that are able to do so? And secondly, what are some things that actually you can work on? Is it that, you have something that you hadn't mentioned in your resume that's really going to help you stand out? Or can you interview a little bit better? Or maybe it has something to do with the way that you're presenting yourself. Or maybe you need some more, I would say, most of the time it's either you need to go slower on the phone or make your accent a little bit more clear so you can speak more slowly. So those are the things that actually employees look for. It's not the fact that they're scared of sponsoring for the visa. So if you're an international student, actually, there is hope for you. There are a lot of employers looking for your skills, but you need to make sure first that you are a very competitive candidate. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.